Namaste Gurukulians. I hope you will be fit and fine. I am Rajni Arora, working as a TGT SST in the Gurukul. Today we are going to start first chapter of Civics of class 6. The title of the chapter is Understanding Diversity. But before starting the lesson, we will understand what is meant by civics. So, civics is derived from the word civicus, which means relating to citizens. Civics is derived from the word civicus, which means relating to citizen. It means the study of citizenship is called civics. It is a social process, it is a social science process, we can say, which deals with the right and duties of the citizen. So it is called civics. I hope you are getting my point. Now let's move toward our chapter. The title of the chapter is Understanding Diversity. Here is a new word, diversity. What is mean by diversity? For example, when we sit in our class with our classmates, you will find some speak fast, some speak slow, some are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are slim. What is this? This is diversity. Another example is some of our students are from Bihar, some are from Andhra Pradesh, some are from Haryana. Are they speak same language? No. They speak different language, that is diversity. Another example we can take, Hindu celebrate Diwali, Muslim celebrates Eid, Christians celebrate Christmas. What is this? This is also a diversity. So I think you have understood the word diversity. Diversity can be in terms of language, in terms of cultural background, in terms of religion, reason, and social background also. Okay, in your book, activity is given in your book. Draw a human figure in your own drawing. I want to show that picture to you people. See. This is a activity which is given to you. Some made this picture, some made this one, and some made this picture. Are these pictures same? No, these pictures are different. Why these pictures are different? Why these differences occur? These differences occurs only because of the uniqueness in your thought process. Okay, every person is unique is called diversity. Every person is unique, and to recognize their uniqueness, or we can say to recognize their individual differences, is called diversity. So what we are going to study in this chapter? We will study introduction. Introduction means we are living in a diverse society. What does it mean? It means we wear different clothes. We speak different language, different cultural background. Different religion, different reason, etc. So we will read this line again. Okay. In this chapter, we are going to study introduction. Introduction means we are living in a diverse society. What does it mean? It means we wear different clothes, we speak different languages, we different cultural background, different religion and different reason also. What is this? This is a diverse society. This is a diversity. Okay. Another thing which we are going to study, that is story of Sameer Ek and Sameer Do. Next, what does diversity add to our life? Next, we are going to study in this chapter is diversity in India. Actually, on geographical feature, two reasons are given in our book. First is Ladakh, which we will study. Second is Kerala. Okay, now you are clear about the things which we are going to study in this chapter. We will understood about the introduction. We have understood the word diversity. We have understand what is mean by understanding diversity. Now we are going to another concept, that is story of Sameer Ek and Sameer Do. Actually, what was happened? There were two boys. Okay, one and A and B, we can take that example. Okay, there were two boys. A was the boy who, small band boy we can say, who sold a newspaper, and the boy B who purchases newspaper from A. Okay, next day when he was selling newspaper, boy B asked for Hindi newspaper. Then A got confused. Do you know Hindi? He asked from boy B, do you know Hindi? Then boy B replied, yes, I know Hindi. Hindi is one of my subject in school. Then boy A got confused again. What is mean by subject? Because what we can understand from this statement, when A was asking what is mean by subject, what does it mean? It means boy A never goes to school and boy B goes to school. Okay, this is the main difference of A and B. Next day, when they meet, they interact with each other. They ask, what is your name? The boy who sold newspaper asked the boy B, what is your name? Boy B said, my name is Sameer. Okay, then boy B also asked from boy A, what is your name? Then A is also replied, my name is also Sameer. They were very happy because both their name was Sameer. Then A said, okay, now onward you will be Sameer Ek and I will be Sameer Do. Okay, now you getting my point. Who was Sameer Ek and who was Sameer Do? Sameer Ek was the boy who goes to school. Sameer Do was the boy who never goes to school. Now can you tell me the differences of Sameer Ek and Sameer Do? Okay, we will write it. Yes. What were the differences? We will write Sameer Ek and Sameer Do. Here I am writing Sameer Ek. boy who goes to school. Then Sameer A goes to school. And who was Sameer though? Does not go to school. The second difference, Sameer A was rich. Sameer though was poor. Third difference, Sameer A was Hindu and Sameer though was Muslim. Okay. Now, another day when they meet, Sameer though tell the Sameer A that there are some trouble in Meerut and his mother also lives there. Okay, and there are many people were being dead in that riots. What is mean by riots? Riots means dange, fasad. Okay. Now we are moving onward. Tell me, from the story of Sameer Ek and Sameer Do, what does we understand? We understand both were different from each other. Both were different from different religion. Both knows different language. The fourth point we can take. Sameer Ek knows Hindi as well as English. But Sameer though knows only Hindi. Now we will make differences from them. Then Sameer Ek goes to school. Sameer though does not go to school. Sameer Ek was rich. Sameer though was poor. Sameer Ek was Hindu. Sameer though was Muslim. Sameer Ek knows Hindi as well as English, but Sameer though knows only Hindi. These were the differences. Yet they were friends. They were from different religion. They know different languages. Their economic condition, social background was also different. Yet they were friends. So what is this? This is diversity. Okay. Next topic, what we are going to understand in this chapter, that is, what does diversity? There were so many differences in Sameer Ek and Sameer Do, yet they were friends. But there is another aspect of diversity also, that is inequality. Now, what does it mean by inequality? Means when people are not equal. When inequality means when a person does not get that resources and opportunities which the another one are getting. So this is called inequality, and inequality rises caste system. What is mean by caste system? Caste system is a class structure that is determined by birth. Earlier it was assumed that there was upper class people and lower class people, lower caste people we can say. Okay, upper caste people don't assume equal to the lower caste people. They can't even touch them. This was a caste system. But our various leaders like B.R. Ambedkar come forward to remove these types of problems. Now we are going to start another concept. What does diversity add to our life? Okay, I will ask you one question. Do you have friends, friendship like Sameer Ek and Sameer Do had? Do you have that type of friends which belongs to another social background, which belongs to another economic condition, which belongs to another reason? Of course everybody have. Some don't have also. What does diversity add to our life? It will answer this thing, will answer this question. Okay. See. What does diversity add to our life? See, if you have friend like means if you are Hindu and you have a Muslim friend, what will you do? You will adopt, you will see that culture, their culture. You will see their way of worship. You will see their way of wearing. Okay, you will recognize their language also. What is this? This is cultural assimilation. Cultural assimilation means observing some things, adapting some things. Okay, so what you are adapting? You are adapting their culture. You are adapting, you are understanding their culture, you are knowing their culture, you are knowing their language. So this diversity adds us uniqueness. Color is, you imagine a situation in which everything is same. Your house paint colors are same. You all are wearing same dress. What will you feel? You will feel bored. There is no creativity will be there because everyone is same. So if you are watching different paint colors, different religion, different language, what it means? It is creating uniqueness. It is creating creativity in our life. It is creating a very nice situation, we can say. Okay, so this diversity add to our life uniqueness. Okay, next, how do we explain diversity? How do we explain diversity? Now, what does it mean? It means, if I talk about your generation back, your great grandfather uses bullock cart, foot, sheep to travel. But now gradually we are developing, so and means of transport are also developing. Then we have started to use buses, aeroplanes, auto rickshaw, etc. What is this? This is cultural assimilation also. How do we explain diversity? Diversity explained can be terms of this also. Means of transport are also developing. Now next we are going to start, that is diversity in India. See, diversity in India. Yes, see, diversity in India. India is a diverse society in which we can say in terms of language, in terms of religion, as we are learning from starting. Okay, diversity in India. We all do the things, but in different way. We all do the things, but in different way. What does it mean? It means we all worship, but in different way. We all get married, but in different way. We all greet, but in different way. So this is diversity. Okay, this is diversity. The way of doing the things is different is called diversity. Now we will talk about two reasons which is given given, that is Ladakh and Kerala. But firstly I will discuss only Ladakh. See, what is different in this? Now we will move toward Ladakh. First is that is a cold desert. Why it is a cold desert? Because it is on height. The first difference is this. Next, very less agriculture. Very less agriculture is possible here. Next, sheep rearing is commonly used. Okay, sheep rearing is commonly used here. From sheep we get pashmina wool. Okay, next is the next point of Ladakh is goat and cows are common animals there. Next is Buddhist reach Tibet via Ladakh. So we will read it again. What we are doing? We are talking about Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert region. Why it is cold desert region? Because it is on height. So it is a cold desert region. Next is very less agriculture is possible here. Now next is sheep rearing is commonly used here. Uses here. Sheep from sheep what produce sheep? Pashmina wool. That is a very costly and it takes a lot of money. Next, goat and cows are common animals there. We can find goat and animals in every house in Ladakh. Okay, next is Buddhist reach Tibet via Ladakh. This was all about Ladakh. Next we are going to study, that is Kerala. Yes. First point is Kerala. First point is it is surrounded by one side sea and another side hills. Okay. Next. Religion followed here, practiced here are Buddhism, Hindu, Islam. Next, good place for agriculture. Food which was found here, food, rice, fish. Why rice and fish are common food here? Because it is near coastal area, and near coastal area we can easily find the food which is rice and fish. That was all about our lesson. So I hope you are getting my points. So Another lecture we will continue with second chapter of civics. Thank you so much.